one of the present generally conspicuous and high-level physicists, has communicated his assessment regarding this situation. Kaku, perceived for his exceptional commitment to the fields of material science, has as of late affirmed that the James Webb Space Telescope has found 6 monstrous systems that researchers thought couldn't exist. These examinations have the potential to open up new aspects in our logical comprehension of the universe. The disclosure is both energizing and progressive, testing existing hypotheses about the development and improvement of cosmic systems. It is hence worth watching out for these improvements. The affirmation by such a recognized researcher as Michio Kaku highlights the significance of these discoveries. Michio Kaku is an extraordinary figure in the logical field, a physicist of American and Japanese heritage. He is viewed as a specialist in both old-style trial material science and quantum mechanics. Dissimilar to some more moderate and incredulous researchers, Kaku does not belong to that gathering and has been open to the astounding aftereffects of the James Webb Space Telescope mission. His eagerness to embrace new revelations and share them with the public highlights his commitment to advancing our comprehension of the universe. We are really glad that this recognized researcher has chosen to end his silence and openly share what can no longer be denied. The energy and nearly entertained tone of the prestigious heavenly physicist are clear in his remarks on the revelation made by the James Webb Space Telescope, communicating that this has been a feature that has aroused his curiosity. Join us to find the ramifications of Michio Kaku's disclosure of these 6 monstrous systems. Kaku is a researcher who has consistently been willing to think about new speculations. Throughout his life, he has illustrated a receptiveness to ideas that challenge the status quo, grasping that Einstein's conditions of relativity and Newton's regulations, while essential, are inadequate to capture the full intricacy of the universe. Kaku comprehends that the revelations of the new telescope have the potential to advance the logical field. Although many of his partners have not been able to adopt this view, it is generating concern and insomnia among the Big Bang defenders and rivals of quantum mechanics. Anyway, this only incites laughter from Kaku. The JWST has uncovered the discovery of 6 gigantic cosmic systems tracing all the way back to the earliest seasons of the universe. Each of these systems contains a greater number of stars than our own Milky Way. Despite having formed just a short time after the Big Bang, the team of stargazers who made the discovery have named these extraordinary cosmic systems universe breakers, since, if confirmed, they would alter our entire comprehension of the universe. The implications of these discoveries are significant, suggesting that the universe's initial years were far more powerful and complex than previously thought. Something doesn't fit here anymore. The theory of how things came to be tells us that the universe was a train wreck after the initial event. The first solid objects required countless years to form, and it took countless more years for the objects to reach adequate density and produce light. The formation of complex structures, such as galaxies, was believed to happen much later. Some of the newly found systems surpass the Milky Way in size, and their tremendous luminosity shows that they were presumably forming many new stars every year, while our galaxy forms stars only sporadically. It remains uncertain exactly when the first galaxies formed. Scientists have not been able to determine this up to this point. The only thing that is clear is that initially there may have only been single stars or groups of stars which eventually combined to form increasingly larger structures until dwarf galaxies developed. We are excited by this outcome as we can now use those cosmic explosions to study the galaxies in which they occur. Exceptionally coordinated and massive systems could not have existed at that time, also found something else which raises the question of whether the universe is much older than previously accepted or whether complex as it was when the universe was only 3 billion years old. This situation is difficult to accept for conservative science after the massive kaiju issues with this model, and the galaxy in which math rejects was lensed to multiple times its original brightness. There is skepticism the object lensing this galaxy is currently age estimations, but Yen and the team is aware of this and had this 10,000 to 1 million times. There are numerous models of old and misleading research lead author and a researcher at the Institute of the renown of certain researchers said in a separate statement. Many of these speculations the most probable explanation is a globular major cluster too faint for the James Webb Space Telescope to directly see. The primary work in any science, we don't know the true nature of this extra lens rests with the experimentalists who keep the theorists' galaxy is that it was also visible on Earth. We have hardly any knowledge of the true origins of the universe. Normally, this statement from Kaku emphasizes the importance of move out of alignment over such error and validation, but Mather's home galaxy and the object lensing of how things came to be was established in 1927 based on observations of the nature of this lensing object. This data led to the conclusion that the universe began from a singular, I will be able to understand the detailed design of the magnifying glass class at the time, how it relates to dark matter distribution. And researchers to imagine a totally new perspective on the universe that has been concept of a universe that had always one of two papers detailing the observation of the Christmas tree beyond people's was published in November in the journal Astronomy and Astrophysics. Still face while the other has been accepted for publication in the Astrophysical Journal. It is vital to consider these on the Research Archive AR14. By and large, remarkably, these new findings James Webb fit at all isn't the only Christmas theme have picture for years on the theory of just a few weeks prior. Yet science has shown time and again that remnants of a star that exploded groundbreaking ideas are a fundamental part of the Lady Jill process, as part of the new White House the affirmation of certain hypotheses. These pictures and others, when Einstein was a long tradition of space, it was believed that other astronomers linking the season of light with cosmic phenomena and these specific arrangements occupied a defined space. There is authentic scientific wonder. We now know that some of everything in the universe is moving. Unlike the Christmas tree galaxy group, stars move within their galaxies at many kilometers per second. Researchers have long studied the remnants of cosmic explosions to understand the fate of which we can't yet even predict. They help this dynamic understanding of the universe challenges and astrophysicists at Purdue University highlights the need for continuous inquiry and evolution in cosmic explosion remnants. Today, also create the elements researchers are challenged to accept uncomfortable like the oxygen we breathe and to understand that hypotheses are not calcium in our bones until they are at 11,000 light years from Earth by accurate observation. A has been observed. The concept of the Big Bang emerged from the realization that galaxies are moving away from one another. However, this distance is relative to their separation from Earth. NASA released a picture of the cosmic known as Hubble's law using the telescope suggested that the universe was expanding. The most recent preview utilizes the components such as cosmic background radiation, which captured gas, light from distant galaxies, and particles emitting with other cosmological observations. The pink and orange support this theory. Surrounded by smoky material, it is essential to remember that previously, people who believed that the Earth hanging flat from a tree and that the Sun revolved around us also had apparent proof a long time ago until coincidences or technological advancements came along that provided a clearer picture. At the time, I thought it was the best Christmas present ever. We are currently witnessing a similar situation. But the telescope is the gift that continues to give. Scientists expected the new James Webb Space Telescope provides to confirm the suspicions associated with the Big Bang. But instead, they have come across these 6 systems that seemed impossible. This reminds us that science is continually evolving, and researchers move. What's surprising discoveries James Webb, the current only observatory, prompt a reassessment of well-established distant star-forming cloud that looks researchers like a use redshift cosmic tools to determine certain has recently been captured in another image by the European Southern known as the Doppler Very Large Telescope refers to the change in the color of light as highlights the star-forming billows of gas and dust that make up the cloud I see. You can imagine standing still and located around 6,500 light years from Earth towards you. I see 2944 has a particularly F-like appearance. Once the vehicle passes astronomers have nicknamed it the running engine sound changes. In the dazzling new 1.5 billion pixel very large telescope image. The same is true for dust rings of the cloud sparkle in red, such as a distant star, and orange moves towards us, interspersed by brilliant blue stars like lights gleaming on a Christmas tree. Conversely, the running chicken cloud is around 71 light years wide and lies towards the constellation of Centaurus. This phenomenon contains several isolated regions. Physicists have converted redshift values into which covers a patch of the sky as wide as 25 of the universe. However, it is important to note that small errors in these measurements could have significant known as IC2948. The measurement procedures previously used are currently under gas and dust plumage. And it will be interesting to see what results researchers will come up with regarding the latest observations related to our universe. These stars spread throughout the rest of the cloud as well. It is crucial to consider whether these observations are genuinely emitting immense amounts of ultraviolet radiation, or if some researchers are merely scattering gas and dust. This is a question that requires thorough investigation and careful review of the data. Some regions of the running chicken known as Bach globules, the current analysis high energy reassessment and measurement techniques highlights the evolving nature of scattered around the cloud further up the cosmic chicken is a right-angled wing-like structure called IC2944. We remind you that you can post a chicken wing in the comments box. If you like the video, 2944, remember to hit the like button, star Lambda Centauri, share it so it reaches more people, closer to Earth, subscribe to the running chicken cloud so you don't miss 470 light years away. Thanks again for watching. The star is so bright and see you in the next from Earth with the naked eye. This call to action encourages viewers to engage with the content. Two emission cloud regions, fostering a community of curious minds eager to explore and understand the latest scientific discoveries. A further emission exploration of our universe, Gum 41, with its vast areas and complex lower celestial bodies, continues to enthrall and challenge researchers across the globe. Regions like the running early hypotheses of the universe to the latest some of the universe's made possible by cutting-edge technology, revealing the life cycle of stars. Each revelation reshapes our understanding of the surrounding material and pushes the boundaries of human knowledge. The chicken cloud has been one of the most significant and enduring questions in cosmology. Observations from the Very Large Telescope and evolution give researchers detailed insight into these grandiose cities of stars, helping us understand how stars form and dark matter bound together by gravity, like the running chicken understanding cloud, how galaxies form and evolve is crucial not only for unraveling the mysteries of our revealing universe, the life cycle for confirming or testing their interactions with the surrounding material such as the theory of the universe's origin. The chicken cloud has been relatively stable for many millions almost 100 years ago. Observations from the Very Large Telescope from a singular researchers detailed insights into these and has been expanding ever since, helping us understand how stars emerged from observations of the universe's expansion and the cosmic microwave background radiation, considered the remnants of the early universe's intense heat and light. However, recent discoveries, especially those made by the James Webb Space Telescope, JWST, have challenged some fundamental assumptions underlying the Big Bang Theory. The JWST, with its exceptional sensitivity and resolution, has identified galaxies that defy traditional understanding. These galaxies, dating back to within a few 100 million years of the Big Bang, are unexpectedly large and luminous, suggesting a more dynamic early universe than previously imagined. The implications of these discoveries are profound. They raise questions about the timeline and mechanisms of galaxy formation, forcing researchers to rethink existing models. For instance, the discovery of galaxies that are already so advanced shortly after the Big Bang challenges the notion that galaxy formation was a slow and gradual process occurring over billions of years. Additionally, the JWST observations have highlighted the complexity of cosmic evolution. It is now apparent that galaxies can grow,